What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about the crazy moves in the markets, the news from Pfizer, gold and silver selling off like crazy. We're seeing a massive drop in the market. So in this video, we're going to be talking all about, my thoughts on the move for gold and silver, my thoughts on the markets, what the heck's going on. It's a crazy day and it's Monday. So anyways, guys, let's get straight into it. These are your market minutes. Thanks so much for tuning in and supporting the channel. If you do support me in all the videos that I put out every single day, then kindly explode that like button. It means the world to me, and it takes just 1 second of your time. Along with, if you are a new viewer, you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, but you want to stay constantly up to date on the markets, specifically what's going on for tech, gold and silver, and all of these awesome sectors that we do cover, then of course don't forget to cash that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. And let's get straight into this video. So I wanted to say, guys, we did drop 2 new sponsored videos on the channel this morning. One was on Trillium Gold, so that's a full update, and we will be giving you guys the interview just a day or so after that. And then a new company we introduced to the channel called Tarachi Gold. So check out those 2 very interesting new videos that I just put up, and let's get straight into this. So first thing we like to talk about is comment of the day. So Chicago rental, anyone have an idea on Monarch Gold buyout for real? Poor offer price. Anyone see new bidders? I believe Alamos has 18%. So that is something that we might take a look at on the new channel. I am going to be making a new video for the new channel as we're almost at 400 subscribers, guys. And thank you so much. The new channel added the most subscribers that it did over the weekend since inception. So thank you. Next comment of the day goes to Xavier, talk about Afria. So we are reducing our coverage on that sector just for, censorship and a few things going on with YouTube. I'm just being a little bit more proactive, guys, but I will still talk about that sector at the end of this video, and only on Departures Capital, not on Departures Stocks. So we will add some coverage to that sector today as it is seeing a massive green day. And then the third comment of the day, Steve's TV, you need to do a video on copper. If Biden wins, copper will go up. Some stocks I like, IVN, Copex, ETF, TMQ, SCCO. So that's what we can do with Departures Stocks. That's why I made the channel. We can whip up videos nice and quick, get some new content on there. So that's another option for today's video for Departures Stocks. I haven't decided yet, and I will be running some polls on Departures Capital as to what you guys want me to talk about on Departures Stocks. But that's pretty much it for comment of the day. Now we're only going to do 3 to 4 comments, just as that's the most intensive part of editing for Doc, and I want to make his job as easy as possible. So that brings us to our next thing, Departures Stocks. If you haven't had a chance, check out our new channel, Departures Stocks, and subscribe. We now have 18 videos now. So we're almost going to hit 20 videos and almost 400 subscribers. And I will be improving this channel. My goal was to make a channel more raw, unedited. It's in a simple streamer template where I can just give my opinion and pump up the videos. But now that we're starting to get some subscribers, we're starting to get some good views, I plan to really increase the production quality and make this channel, better, because I feel like it's new, it's fresh with the algorithm, and it could be really exciting. And there's also no sponsored content on there. And right now, I don't have any plans to. I just want to focus on my opinion, unbiased opinion, uninfluenced opinion. And we're also going to dive into a little bit more thorough technical analysis, reading the numbers, because we haven't done that in a while, and I feel like it's necessary, guys. So I'm really excited for Departures Stocks. Really excited for that. And then, of course, check out Departures Capital for all of your interviews, sponsored content, your market minutes, and that. So it's just nice to have a wider reach now and, offer you guys more value. So let's get into our market minutes and see what's going on. Today's video is going to be all about talking about the moves for the markets and my opinion, gold and silver, and then taking a look at our favorite stocks to see which ones are tanking and which ones are doing really well. So Pfizer says it's a great day for humanity. So the experimental cure was more than 90% effective based on initial trial results. The company said on Monday, a major victory in the fight against this global illness that has killed over 1 million people and battered the world's economy. So guys, the market seems to think, everything's over. Let's, return back to normal. So we'll see what happens, guys. Markets hit record on cure rally, stay-at-home stocks. So we'll see which stocks are giving up some gains. So the Dow was up 1,284 points, or 4.6%. Pfizer and partner BioNTech will seek regulatory approval for this cure by the end of November. The company said it could manufacture and distribute 1.3 billion doses. So let's see how Pfizer is performing today. And the stock is actually up 9%. So really tremendous day for Pfizer. We knew one of them was going to do it. We knew it was going to happen eventually. It was just a matter of time. Now let's take a look and see what are the losers. So stay-at-home winners turned into losers. Zoom Communications tumbled 14%. Peloton down 16%. Beyond Meat was halted as McDonald's said it was temporarily developing a proprietary plant-based product. Beyond Meat shares are down 8%. So we're seeing that happen. We're also seeing a big rally in travel and leisure stocks. AMC's up 66%, Carnival up 37%, Six Flags up 19%. The airlines rallying, the cruise ships rallying, the hotel stocks rallying. I don't know if I'm buying it, guys. I mean, I'm kind of buying it, but I don't think that this whole thing is just behind us completely yet. So now let's take a look and see what's going on for gold and silver, and that is what this video is going to be all about. So, use the timestamps if you don't want to listen to the rest of the stuff. But now we're going to get into gold, my opinion on gold, the crazy moves for gold. So, I want to take a look at the charts. And I did notice, I woke up for some reason. I woke up around 6 or 7 because we released that video on Trillium around 6. And I saw gold tanking. And I said, holy smokes, why are the markets lifting off? Why is gold tanking? We saw that news come out. And I did want to say, for now, although gold has dropped substantially, it's blown through 1900, I did want to say that it did bounce right off that level of 1850. And that was a level that we talked about for quite a while when we were testing it before, when we got down to 1860, and we're like, oh my gosh, is gold going into a downtrend? What the heck's going to happen? So we're going to get into a couple articles, get into a couple analyst opinions, saying that nothing has technically changed for gold. The market is just in full-on bull mode, risk-on mode, and with a little bit less uncertainty, gold is not getting that safe haven bid today. So we are getting a sell-off, but I'm liking that gold is holding on to 1850. That is one key level that I think is very, very important to watch. We're already up to 1868, and I want to pull up the 30-minute charts or the 1-hour charts, just so that I can give you guys a better idea of where we're at right now. So I think as long as we hold on to 1850 for now, things should be all right. We're not getting as big of a sell-off as I expected for a lot of our favorite mining stocks. Okay, guys, for some reason we were having some problems there with the chart. Now we're back. So anyways, if we look at this chart, I mean, 1850 looks to be a pretty heavy level of support. So for now, I think, if gold can hold on to 1850, we're doing all right. I don't expect this to be an overnight, crazy rally for gold. It was nice. Like, we broke out for gold. Everything was looking great. And then, bam, we got smacked again. So, like I said in, last week's video on Wednesday or Thursday, I was celebrating, thinking, oh, my gosh, this is great. We called this. And you can never predict the future. That's why I wasn't saying the worst is over for gold. It's back to the races. Literally anything can happen in the stock market. But when it comes to this dip, I do look at this somewhat as a buying opportunity. Now, that's just my opinion, not financial advice. But we got to watch this level real close. If we don't hold on to 1850, I think 1825 is a level that we will probably bounce off of. But we can't forget, guys, even at $1,800 gold, the major producers are making a ton of money. The explorers are going to make a ton of money if they hit a significant deposit, even at 1800. Then that's when you have to get into, determining what kind of exploration company have you invested in. That's when high-grade gold exploration makes a lot more sense as opposed to, not so high-grade gold. So really look into each and every project. That's why I've been talking about Fosterville South so much in Tourmalina, because they're both focused on high-grade gold, which can withstand, volatility in the markets like we're getting today. So we're going to take a look at those stocks. We're also going to take a quick look at silver. Now, silver is bouncing as well. What's surprising me is gold is down about 4.25% and silver is only down 5%. I would have expected silver to drop like 10% or 15% when gold's going down 4%. But so far showing some strength, bouncing off of 2350. We're already back above 24, and I think, silver will see more volatility. Gold will see more volatility, but I do think that we're going to have to get some more stimulus there was some talk, and I read a couple articles, people saying, oh, we're not going to need any more stimulus. I think that I really don't think that that's the case, just because of, this Pfizer news. But I can't predict the future either, but I'm going to bet on there be more stimulus and, gold and silver to find some ground. Like, it's been a tough time for gold over the last little while. We keep getting smacked down after, we'll attempt to rally and get smacked down. So I remain bullish. Nothing has really changed for me other than, the markets. Obviously, investors are thinking that more money can be made elsewhere, which could be the case, at least at the time. But I do think that it's a lot of speculation as opposed to solid, recovery potential. I feel like this is more so speculation fueled rally. So let's take a quick look and see what Kitco is saying, a couple awesome opinions from their writers, and then we will take a full look at all of our favorite stocks and see, what's on sale today, what's not. So see on the daily bar chart, December COMEX gold futures at Monday's big losses have pushed the yellow metal back into the bottom portion of the recent sideways trading range. After prices hit 7-week low overnight, importantly, no significant chart damage has been inflicted on the daily or the longer-term charts. However, bulls need to defend strong technical support at the September low of 1851. A drop below that price would inflict serious near-term chart damage to suggest a next leg down in prices. So that's what they're saying. They're saying that, 1851 is a very heavy level of technical support. So that's from Jim Wyckoff, awesome Kitco writer. And now let's take a look at a few more news and updates. So gold price down $100 on Cure news, but analysts don't see change in inflation uncertainty narrative. So in what has been a wild morning, gold prices trading down nearly at $100 Monday, but so far holding critical support levels after Pfizer BioNTech announced a potential vaccine. However, some analysts are warning that the selling pressure appears to be oversold, as there is plenty of uncertainty and liquidity in the marketplace to support precious metals. December gold futures last traded at 1855, down 5%. So let's see what Robin Barr, an independent commodity analyst, said. There's still a lot of investors who don't know about the potential vaccine. He added that investors should wait for the dust to settle before making any major changes in their gold investment. When the dust settles, I think I still want to buy gold on the dips. There is still a long way to go before this vaccine will be accessible. When everybody can get the vaccine, this may be when you want to start to sell gold. So this is obviously just some thoughts. Peter Hugg, global trading director at Kitco Metals, said these moves factor in expectations that are a bit premature. I think what the metal markets specifically are thinking, I think is premature, is that now with this vaccine coming out, the economy is going to reopen, there's going to be a resurgence, and another stimulus package is not necessary. And on that point, I totally disagree. So he noted he is looking for bearish momentum to test gold support at 1850 per ounce. We already saw that. This kind of momentum could feed on itself as stop losses are triggered and people get called on margin that were long this position. There might still be some selling. I'm going to hope for a bounce at 1850, but if we lose that, I think 1825 is a given in the short term. So that's what we are looking for, guys. And then I just wanted to read, some quick headlines and a few bullet points before we dive into all the charts of an article that came out literally last week. So gold will be a winner no matter who clinches the U.S. election. Regardless of who wins, the gold market is set to benefit, particularly gold miners. James Rashtek from Coast Capital said. That's because the United States will likely adopt another sizable fiscal program, and I don't see how they can't do that. So we'll see what happens. Spot gold rallied above 2,000 an ounce in August before pulling back to trade around 1,900. This was James Resch, CIO of Coast Capital. We would be printing trillions of dollars, and all of that ultimately has extraordinary positive repercussions for gold. So last but not least, guys, we think that the case for small and mid-cap gold miners, which admittedly are very difficult to invest into, is as strong as it has been in many, many generations. So let's not let one day sway us from gold. It is a big shock to the markets, this drop for gold and for silver. I think that silver has more potential when it comes to the economic recovery story. I think that silver probably will come out on top when it comes to gold, but I think that there is a spot for both. And I really don't think that, the uncertainty and the volatility and the money printing is over. I just don't see it yet, guys. We don't have that much evidence. All we have is evidence that, we're progressing towards, getting back to normal, but I don't think that that's just going to happen overnight. And I still think that we will see fresh highs for gold, and fingers crossed, fresh highs for silver. So that's my opinion on gold. Whether or not I think it will crash, I don't think it's absolutely going to crash. We're obviously seeing some pretty crazy volatility for gold. This is a substantial move down. We've seen bigger moves down though for gold, and we are holding on to 1850 for now. So let's watch that level this week. 1850, very important level to watch this week. And let's get into the charts, and then that will be it for the video, guys. So first I wanted to talk about, we're going to call it the green sector. So let's talk about the green sector now. We're going to have to get creative and use more code words. So Sundial Growers up 76%. Body Mine, Anthus Capital, and ACB is up another 10%. So I don't know what's going on there, guys. The Alkaline Water Company, Hexo, and Koios Beverages are declining on the day. Now let's take a look at the dividend stocks, and dividend stocks are getting a very, very nice boost. RioCan up 12.7%. Sienna Senior Living, Extendicare, Brookfield Infrastructure Partners, even the utility sector is running like crazy today. It's a good day to own all of those beat up stocks, you know, the stocks that have been severely affected by this whole global illness. You know, I'm really happy to see these retirement homes start to run. And we did talk about this on the new channel last week. 3 sectors, and RioCan was in there. We had Extendicare in there, and we also had Welltower in there. I don't know where Welltower is on here. It's not even in this portfolio, but we are getting a nice recovery for a lot of those beat up sectors, and I'm pretty happy about that. So now let's take a look at the gold and silver stocks, and we are seeing a sea of red essentially, with just 2 stocks in the green: Silver Elephant and K92. Biggest losers: Agnico Eagle, Pan American, Fosterville clawing its way back up. We're still above $3, so I'm surprised when it comes to that. Barrick declining 7%, Kirkland Lake declining 7%. We're seeing a 5% drop for Discovery Metals. Newmont holding on pretty well, down just 3%. And to be honest, guys, it wasn't as bad of a sell-off as I thought. I expected, and I saw the drop in gold, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to go back to sleep. I'm going to sleep in today. I'm not going to check my stocks all day. And I expected double-digit declines for many of the explorers. I was expecting 15 to 20% losses, and we're only getting, you know, 5 to 7%. So my portfolio actually is maybe down like 1%. So I'm not too sad about the way things are going today. Although we're seeing a drop in gold and silver, I will be looking to reposition, and expecting more gains to come for gold and silver. So now let's take a look at the tech stocks. And one thing that is cushioning the blow today is definitely the run in shares of MindMed. So MindMed is doing pretty good today. We're seeing Virgin Galactic and Rockwell Medical all gaining. In terms of our broader 2020 watch list, we are seeing Carnival, Air Canada, and Welltower gain over 20%. We're seeing Welltower up 20.99%. Amazing run for that stock. Jaina, Kinross, and Netflix, 3 biggest losers on the day, guys. So anyways, I'm holding tight. Obviously, this is not financial advice. I will be looking at some deals in the precious metal sector. If we do get any more deals, if we do get the metals sliding anymore, but I'm looking for support around 1850. I think that is the moral of the story right now for gold, is watch the charts. And I do feel a little bit more, you know, neutral now on the sidelines, and just a wait and see approach to see if this news blows over or the markets just keep on rallying. So best of luck. We're out of here. Always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.